Okay, I think we're live. Okay, let's take a look on the other side right here. Alright, we're live. Alright, sweet. Alright. Oh my lord. Okay. I really did not plan this stream. I did not have to plan this stream tonight. I was actually in bed right now, watching some YouTube on my TV, well, let's just say I was watching over like the biggest downfall of zombies or something like that, like for Vanguard zombies particularly. And well, what were they thinking? Apparently there was more than just the Easter egg being postponed from launch. Apparently there was more than that one than what I thought. Oh my gosh, man. Alright. So, okay, so for anybody joining onto the stream, if you want to, hey Jay, what's going on? Hey, if you feel like going on to the stream, I mean, I'll allow you in the call so that maybe we can throw our opinion right there, but anyway, okay, so here's what I got to say about it. Alright, I have not played the game at all, but I've heard so much about it to where I don't have to. Alright? The game was an utter disaster. Okay? Seeing gameplay, seeing how people are complaining about XP. Yep, there are no round basic maps. Well, that adds us onto the list. They didn't say anything about round base, but from what it looked like, it doesn't look like there's any round base in there at all. So, yeah, I can. I am just doing dishes right now. All right. Let me know. Let me know when you're good. All right. I'll add you on my Discord call. All right. Let me know. Let me know when you're fully freed up. So, let me know when you're. So, yeah, it was. Oh my lord, where do I start? All right. Okay. I guess we should start from the top. Okay. Okay. I guess we should just start from the beginning. All right. Like maybe not from the very beginning because that'd take way too long. But we're just gonna go ahead and start from the simplicity. Call of Duty Zombies from Treyarch anyway. They had a simplistic system. They had that. And they just basically threw all that away from BO4, which we already know the story there. And then the whole thing happened when... Okay, so here's how this mess happened, alright? Alright, so back before... This was before Black Ops Cold War came out, okay? Before it was even announced anyway. Sledgehammer was in a very disastrous spot in their development. And I remember this too. This is like back in 2019, I recall. I think it was early 2019, I think. Sledgehammer was in a freaking disastrous spot in their development. And hey Galaxy, how's it going? Yeah, you're fixing to hear me. Yeah, you're here. Hear me rant about Vanguard for just a minute. But they had a simplistic system. All right. And then all that changed with BO4, but we know the whole story there. Black Ops Cold War, before it came out, Sledgehammer got in a very bad spot in their development. And then this led to the result of Cold War and now Vanguard. But however, Cold War was actually a pretty decent game. But from what I've heard from Vanguard, and I have not played this yet, and I'm not looking at playing it right now. Definitely not from what I've heard. They messed everything up, alright? Double XP was nerfed to crap. There are no round-based maps, just like what Unknown J has said. Locked off the Easter egg until Season 1 of that game, and we won't be getting Season 1 until several months after launch. We won't be having it several months till then. So we won't have anything for that. Jay, you know... Now the news? You now the news? Or you know... I think he meant you know the news. So, yeah. And, it's just... It's a shame, alright? I remember back when I played this game. It was so much fun, alright? I've only played Cold War for a little bit, but then I'm gonna play it more after the Dark Ether series ends. But this game, they should have postponed it. Okay, Vanguard, they should have postponed it. All right, and gave another year for Cold War. All right, extend another year for its life cycle. It would have been nice for them to just postpone Vanguard, and then just put more time into developing that game, and then put extra time into Cold War. Maybe fix up some of the errors that they had in that game, because I feel like that they just rushed the story out, and then they're just like, okay, we're done with it. Move on to the next game. I don't know what literally happened there. I mean, I feel like maybe extend the zombies for Cold War, and hey, it's so stupid right now. All right, it lit me up so much. Listen, I did not plan to stream at all. Okay, I was not literally wanting to do a stream tonight. I was literally not wanting to. All right, but with the whole thing going on right now, and from from how bad I saw it, I literally had to talk about it. Look, I mean, it ain't just average players freaking having complaints about it. I'm talking about, okay, as a person who defends Call of Duty, what the frick happened? Oh shoot, man. You know what? I'll link you shoot, man. You know what? Let's just go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and put up we're gonna watch this one together, alright? We're gonna watch this video together. This one's from COD Zombies HQ. Give me just 1 minute. We're gonna watch this together. So, alright, give me just 1 minute to pop it up. Okay. COD Zombies HQ. Alright, this is who I was getting. This is where I was getting the video, where I was getting the information from. Alright, just give me just 1 moment to turn it up.
Hey America, listen up. New laws could soon go into effect that give ladies and
Alright, let me go ahead and let me switch it over to my desktop real quick. Alright, PC desktop, here we go. And switch it over to this. Alright, okay, is it on highest definition? Yes, it is on highest. Alright, let me just go ahead and switch to that. There we go. Okay, how's it looking on the stream? Okay, yeah, okay, it's good. So I'm gonna go ahead and click it right now.
Gentlemen, welcome to
Let me know if you're able to hear it.
Of zombies news from the game and its community here on COD Zombies HQ. Right the launch of a new Call of Duty game featuring a new zombies mode is usually a time for celebration, exploration, and excitement. Well, while that is normally the case, for the first time, probably ever, a zombies mode developed by Treyarch has been seemingly met by almost universal dislike by the zombies.
Yeah, look how many people here. And it's not just this. I mean, look, you got thousands upon thousands of people, even more that's not even on this thread right here, that's having this issue. Even main streamers who of old and new are having this problem right here. Right? So this is bad for anybody that wants to start or even wants to continue on it right here. It is ridiculous as I'm seeing it right now. All right, let's just continue. All right, this is kind of stupid right here.
Zombies community at large. So we'll be taking a look at what prominent members in the community are saying about this new mode, looking at exactly what went wrong here, and try to figure out if Treyarch has a chance of salvaging this mess in the future.
Which will be hard.
I do want to quickly point out, as Vanguard hasn't released on PC at the time of this recording, a huge thank you to Mr. UK Gamer, an absolute legend, and
like I just said earlier, I mean, it shouldn't even be released right now. If it's not ready, then don't freaking release it, okay? But you know it's Activision. They're going to release it anyway. But they should have gave it 1 more year, okay? 1 more year, that should fix everything up, okay? Or maybe delay it by a few months, alright? I wouldn't mind that. So, let's find out.
Zombies veteran for providing the background gameplay for this Zombies news update video. And with that, let's get right into our first story of the day. It is extremely difficult to find something that the Zombies community pretty much universally agrees with. But Treyarch has seemingly managed to do it with the release of the Vanguard Zombies mode, but in this case they haven't done it in a positive way. The lack of prominent features, the shift to exclusive objective-based gameplay, as well as the lack of any seeming polish, has resulted in the most negative reception to a Treyarch Zombies game ever.
Exactly. Objective-based gameplay. And this is something that we have devolved into, alright? We turned into, from simple round-based gameplay, alright, that we all know and love, from World at War to, well, for as long as we can remember. And now we turn into objective gameplay. It's basically Spec Ops now, alright? This game is essentially Spec Ops. And especially the, not the Modern Warfare Spec Ops, but of the old, but I'm talking like the reboot kind, like not even the good one. I mean, we don't want to play objectives for zombies, okay? We want to survive. That's all we want. We want to survive in zombies. So, alright, well, let's continue.
Issues, along with the gameplay of the mode, has led major figures in the zombies community to respond to the launch of this game like this, where Tom Syndicate, one of the OG and biggest zombies YouTubers out there, said that Call of Duty Vanguard Zombies is an absolute L that has been handed down to the community. 3 out of 10, if that, worse than BO4 Zombies without a doubt.
And if this is true, if this is really worse than BO4, then I don't want to buy it. I would not want to buy it, and I really despised Black Ops 4. I despised Black Ops 4 for what they did, but I actually gained a little more respect for it over time. But if it's really worse than that, then there's no reason for me to buy it. Maybe not right now, but yeah, I mean, you get where I'm going.
Treyarch, you had a simple formula that worked. Round-based waves
exactly.
that get harder and harder. How did we get this? The Relaxing End, another zombies legend that doesn't really post zombies anymore, but his opinion on Vanguard Zombies seems to be in line with everybody else, that it's a little bit...
Call of Duty Vanguard Zombies seems a bit less than ideal, not a good thing.
Less than ideal. Another one of the biggest zombies YouTubers out there, Mr. Raffle Waffle, who's known for his genuine passion and excitement for the zombies mode, responded like this to the new game's launch: if you're buying the new COD just for zombies...
And keep in mind, alright, Mr. Raffle Waffles, he was like a hardcore fanboy of the zombies, alright? No matter if it's little or bad of an issue. But if you see this as a tweet right there, you know something's wrong, okay? Especially for a hardcore fan, alright? Just go ahead. Let's go.
Zombies, I would strongly recommend you wait to try it during one of their zombies free weekends first instead. You won't miss anything waiting a month, and if you don't like it during that weekend, you'll save $70. That's the best option so far. IMO. Milo's initial impressions to playing the Vanguard Zombies mode for the first time has been memified in the form of this image. That I think the sentiment you get from Milo in this image, combined with this picture of Rick Toff,
I swear it's funny,
is basically where the zombies community is at with the release of this game, where a lot of players in the community are just straight up disappointed at what Treyarch released here, and the other half are just straight up angry that Treyarch thought that this is good enough content to release, that the zombies community would be happy.
I would be more of the disappointed face
with this game mode where it's at right now. Another big zombies YouTuber, Codename Pizza, tweeting out, starting to regret driving 4 hours in the middle of the night to buy my copy of Vanguard instead of sleeping, followed by this picture of the 3 former creative directors of zombie.
This is exactly what I mean right here, alright? And we can talk about, we'll talk about Blundell later on in this video, but yeah, putting these guys on speed dial, this is exactly, there's not a Pack-a-Punch camo. Yeah, they're about to talk about that in just a minute, but yeah, yeah, I mean, they said they may add it into the game later on. I mean, meaning they probably will, they probably won't, okay? I mean, that's how it devolved into. And especially upping the price to $70. $70, you want me to pay $10 more just to pay for a half-baked game, though I could have bought like 3 copies of Black Ops 4 and that'd be worth my money, alright? So, yeah. Putting Blundell on speed dial, and this is talk about Zombies Chronicles 2, which we will get to later in this video. Let's continue.
Across Call of Duty Studios, Lee Ross for Infinity Ward, Jason Blundell at Treyarch, and Cameron Dayton over at Sledgehammer. None of them
Arby's greater than Vanguard.
More saying, yo,
hold on, let me pause this real quick. Arby's is greater than Vanguard. And look, let me be honest with you, okay? I'm not really a fan of Arby's, but I would take them over that. But
we get these guys on speed dial, please. The feeling across the zombies community that I definitely felt would probably be the case when they originally revealed their plan.
Okay, yeah, you know what? Let me go ahead and add you up real quick. I'm gonna switch it over to my All right, let me switch my Discord over to my vlog, so that way I ain't like exposing your name onto my stream. Okay. 743. Well, even though you're in my chat, but yeah, I'll go ahead and add you up real quick. Alright, well, I'm in your call log. Okay, add friend. Yep. Hello?
Yo.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Nothing.
Alright, yeah, we're just in the middle of stream on the COD HQ video. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I was really not planning on the stream, but this one just kind of threw me off so bad. Hello? 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 You there?
Hello, you can hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I was changing my audio.
Yeah, I can hear you. So.
Yeah, I just see, yeah, I was just making sure you can was working for me. Yeah, as long as you can hear me, yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and, let me go ahead and switch back over to, I'm going to switch back over to my desktop, and here we go.
Mode is put into words pretty darn well by another big zombies YouTuber, Black Ops Amazing, who said this about the mode: "Why do Treyarch keep trying to reinvent the wheel? How hard is it to keep the same zombies formula that has been an absolute success since the beginning, and just give us a new story and map? Stop overcomplicating zombies. It's not difficult to understand."
Yeah, exactly what I'm thinking right there. Like Black Ops Amazing said, that reinventing the wheel for zombies. I mean, it's just like it's like having a perfect dent into your metal. All right, and they were trying to reinvent that by trying to hit the same force, but it's not going to be the same way. So yeah, I mean, it's sad right there. It's sad for real.
Dan, another massive zombies YouTuber, Mr. Dalek JD, saying about the community's reception to the mode: "I think it's fair to say that a Cold War Zombies Year 2 would have gone down a lot better than Vanguard Zombies currently is. I've got to agree there with how bare bones Vanguard Zombies is here at launch, and with how similar in some ways it is to Cold War, just extremely stripped down. It seems like Treyarch would have been better off simply updating Cold War Zombies for another year." An idea that was once again shared by another big zombies YouTuber, The Gaming Revolution, over on Twitter, saying Cold War Zombies should have just kept getting updated for another year. Who else agrees? I think we should get a Treyarch game once every 3 years that gets updated and...
Hey America, listen up. New laws could soon go
I'm really getting tired of this
until the next game, whilst other games don't have co-op modes. This is why we need a standalone zombies game, so that we have the ability to get a fully fleshed out zombies mode with new content constantly piling on to the base game, instead of starting fresh every single year. That results in something like Vanguard Zombies that is watered down to such an extreme extent that it's causing this reaction, this uproar in the zombies community. If you're wondering what players are doing in the zombies mode right now, I can tell you that, at least so far, no side Easter eggs have been discovered within Der Anfang as of this.
Okay, no side Easter eggs. I guess that's another thing we can speak of. I don't think they found any side Easter eggs because, well, he theorized that they may not have been discovered yet, but I really think they were not added at all. Really, that's my personal opinion. If they didn't add the main Easter egg, I don't think they would have added the side ones either. So I don't. To be honest with you,
they could have get the same thing at Cold War. Because, you know, the preseason didn't even have any side Easter eggs as well.
I mean, just like what they said earlier, I feel like they should just put more expansion onto the Cold War. If not, maybe not focus a little bit more onto off of shoot, I can't even remember its name. The Battle Royale. I mean, I've heard the name so Warzone. Yeah, Warzone. Yeah. I mean, I've heard the name so many times I can't believe I've actually forgot about it. Probably because I never played it. But they should have put more focus into that. I mean, heck, I would have literally bought a copy of Warzone, like the physical copy, instead of freaking Vanguard right here. And they should. I mean, especially when they upped it to like $70. I mean, well, at least for the darn, at least for the new gen consoles anyway, which barely anybody's gotten. I don't know what else to bring up right here, so let's go ahead and go to a new category.
Perhaps they'll still be added into the map later, or just they haven't been found yet, but nothing of note has been discovered. Treyarch, of course, has previously announced that the main Easter egg coming into this map won't be released until after Season 1.
Since I played it a little.
I don't own it, but I played it. Players playing the game early.
Except for that, I think Cold War does a lot better job than what this one does. Because at least Cold War's got something. Like, at least it's got ground-based gameplay. Well, at least a little bit of it anyway. So
yeah, it does. But I do like the Modern Warfare movements more. But I do feel like Vanguard does do that.
Yeah.
You have noticed that you're unable to...
Oh yeah, I forgot about this one. The unable to pause on solo, since they're using, I think, what were they using, dedicated servers, I think, for this one? Yeah, you know what? We haven't had an unable to pause issue since Advanced Warfare, and I remember that. I actually ran into that issue before. So where you can't pause a game, like either you have to glitch or not even answer the door. I remember somebody making that joke. I don't remember who or where that was, but I actually agreed to that. Like, you had to glitch in order to do a pause. So, but they did later fix that for Advanced Warfare. But this one, I mean, this one seems like it's easy to fix, but however, who knows when they're going to actually do that? Because this is also Sledgehammer 2.
Playing solo, that's just insane. Though Treyarch may be
but
fixing that issue, saying,
pause
all Vanguard Zombies lobbies, public, private, and solo, will run on dedicated servers
even
starting at launch for the smoothest experience possible.
Yeah.
This
and
will
people
also
complain when they broke it in Cold War.
for inactive players while we work on adding server pause as a post-launch feature. So be sure to pull up the options menu to extend the timer if you need a quick bio break. Remember to stay active out there. So server pause will not be in the game at launch. Since Solo Zombies is also running on a dedicated server, it seems like you won't be able to straight up pause a Solo Zombies match until they finally add this server pause feature as part of some kind of future update. If you're wondering...
Oh, I'm noticing resolution issues. Right there, it looks like the screen was too big. I'm gonna fix that real quick. Not sure how that happened.
Okay.
Do that. Alright, that's much better. There we go.
About some other features in the game that have always been standard to the Zombies mode, Mr. Dalek JD tweeted this out. I've been able to ask the Treyarch devs a few questions on Vanguard Zombies, and I can let you all know that 1, a Pack-a-Punch camo doesn't exist, but something similar might be coming later, whatever that means. Currently in Vanguard Zombies, when you Pack-a-Punch, there is no Pack-a-Punch camo applied to it, but Treyarch might be adding
no Pack-a-Punch camo, that's another issue.
Down the line.
Either yours or I think Galaxy said something about that.
Ether camo is the correct Dark Ether camo. That's because players taking a look at the game now notice that this green version of Dark Ether isn't really what they were expecting.
I guess, Pack-a-Punch camos are nice, but,
that featured a...
Yeah, who really uses Pack-a-Punch camos?
Yeah, and I'm also looking at the Dark Ether Pack-a-Punch camo right here for Vanguard. That is the ugliest Dark Ether camo I've ever seen, and the green doesn't even match Dark Ether at all. To me anyway. It is the most basic camo I've ever seen for something that's supposed to be elite in a name anyway. So
Yeah, pretty much a moving drink, a reactive green tiger.
I mean, I would literally take a piece of paper, go to a preschool, and then let them draw, let them put paint all over the paper, and that would probably look like a much better camo than what they got right here. So
Yeah,
that's probably what
I do like how they changed Gold Viper and Plate Diamond. Those they did fix. They look a lot better in that game.
Yeah, they actually do. They actually do look much better. In fact, probably at least one of the more decent ones that I've seen in the game in a while, really. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Camo.
Okay, let's continue here.
This green one doesn't seem very dark ethery. Green has never really been a color associated with zombies in the dark ether, so that has left players kind of confused. And he also says that support score streaks will be coming in Season 1. A feature that was there in Cold War Zombies at launch is currently not in the game and will be re-added as DLC. The only
score streaks not being at launch, but I really don't care about that.
Is a self-revive. And you only get the ability to start crafting those once you reach around level 55 in-game, so you can't actually craft them right away. The last time I can remember the entire Zombies community coming together like this to say to Treyarch, this is not acceptable, guys, was...
Okay, yeah, this is one of my bigger issues right here, which is what threw me off. I had to look at multiple times. The weapon XP, it was nerfed to crap. Even the double weapon XP is even worse. Like, it got like a whole bunch of grinder fans so upset that they don't even want to grind anymore. They're basically ending their careers there. So, look, I'm not a grinder, but sometimes when there's something like special going on, like a limited time camo or something like that, I mean, I'll go for that, but that's about the only occasions I'll go. But as for like standard weapon XP for fans there, man, they hate it so much.
During the early parts of Cold War, when they absolutely devastated the
I do feel
XP
like
gains
Cold
in
War
the Zombies
was
mode and
the
said
best
it's working as intended, when it absolutely was not. The community came together back then as they're coming together now. That response of the collective Zombies community did result in change in Cold War. XP rates were fixed, so hopefully response to the feedback in Vanguard Zombies will similarly result in change for the better. It seems like the best explanation we've got so far as for why the Zombies mode released in this state with this game mode comes in two forms. The first is one where we can kind of be empathetic towards Treyarch, right? They were tasked with developing Cold War and Cold War Zombies kind of at the last minute, coming in clutch to save Sledgehammer and Raven from themselves.
Okay, this comes to my current points, alright? Like I was talking about in the beginning of the stream. I know why both of these games look kind of off than what they should, okay? I mean, well, except for Cold War. They actually did a pretty decent job on that. But the reason for this is because Sledgehammer got themselves into development hell when making Vanguard. And basically, Activision had to throw Treyarch right into the mix in order to save them. Because, of course, everyone loves Treyarch. But so they had to go all hands on deck for both Vanguard and Cold War. Luckily, Cold War did a much better job, and that explains why we haven't got some of our fan favorite things like round-based maps or something like that. That explains why we haven't really got them much quicker than they should, because they had to focus on two different ends right here. But for Vanguard, this would also explain their downfall here, because they got so much on their lap right at this spot. And it also worried me because the same thing happened with Black Ops 4 when developing Chronicles at the time. So, which I feared that it would interfere with their development and not even be finished by launch, and that did wind up being the case. So yeah, this one, that explains why this is even worse, because there was even more than what they had to go on right here, because not only it was just Zombies itself, but it's just the entirety of the game. So, which explained this right here. They should have waited one more year for this. Like, postpone it another year, make sure it was stable enough. That way, all three have their fair shares of development time. Now, I'm sure Infinity Ward is doing fine with their game right now. I'm sure they're just relaxing on their beach island right now, just smoking their I mean, not smoking, drinking their smoothies, and just enjoying their development time. I'm sure their game's going to be just fine. But as for Treyarch, I fear their next game after Vanguard. I fear it. So I don't know what they're working on, but I'm kind of scared to know what they're making. So it's already safe to say to know that Treyarch of old is no more. Okay, it's already safe to say. So I would say myself. So these are not the studios that we know. All right, these are completely new entities, despite carrying the new name. Anyway, let's just go ahead and continue.
And that resulted in Cold War Zombies, which, in my opinion, has been a fantastic addition to the series. But once again, it seems like Treyarch, or at least a portion of Treyarch, was tasked, possibly late in development, with developing a Zombies mode for this game, Vanguard. And that lack of time has resulted in what is essentially an unfinished game mode, an unfinished product. The second reason is that
5,000 units.
Dadgummit, I don't care about these Dollar General freaking Guardians of the Galaxy game.
The Outbreak game mode, Treyarch has consistently wanted to express how successful that mode was with their player base, saying that the amount of players playing Outbreak mode versus the amount of players playing round-based maps has generally been 50-50 within Cold War Zombies. With the free Cold War Zombies weekends they've released into that mode, but instead of splitting their content half and half between this round-based objective-style modes and round-based maps, they push the idea of round-based maps to the side entirely. And as folk,
I guess I could go ahead and pause this and read this one real quick. They should release MW2 in 2022 instead of this game. I mean, I guess I'd probably agree with that. I guess I would agree with that, but however, at the same time, even though that Modern Warfare 2, even though it was more stable than the last two games that we've had, but however, Modern Warfare 2 does have its fair shares of insuccesses at launch, okay? Especially its survival mode, which is what I really bought it for the PS4. The reason why I got it for the PS4, I mean, it was not finished. They kind of rushed it in the making for Warzone, but yeah, I mean, I'm sure one more year wouldn't hurt them, but I mean, it's just a fun answer, but I just want to throw in. So
focused entirely on this objective style of Zombies gameplay. When you do that, you isolate
they should have just released a Modern Warfare 2 remake and saved them a few months for Vanguard.
I mean, I always say that because, well, of course they could have released it next year if it were to be delayed, but however, Sledgehammer had not released a game since 2017, all right, which was their World War II game, all right. So they had plenty of time to develop this. They had 4 years of development. If it were to have been delayed, it would have been 5 years of development, which was awkwardly too much time that they had to make this freaking dumpster fire of a game. So to make this
exactly what we're seeing right now.
That's very
but
true.
Beyond that, it seems like there is, like I said earlier, universal dislike of this mode. That even players that are massive Zombies Outbreak fans look at this mode and say, yeah,
like
there's
the only thing
objectives
bad
in it,
about
but it
Vanguard
doesn't
is
offer me
zombies.
any kind of the
So-
same...
Yeah.
And that's really the only reason why we can probably gonna get it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for real.
perception of freedom and exploration that the Outbreak mode did, so we don't like this mode either. Now, as for what we can hope to come from this, it seems to me that it's pretty obvious that this idea of Fang and its current state, even with the addition of a map or two, or with more objectives, is something that the Zombies community as a whole does not want and is utterly uninterested in playing. And perhaps the numbers of players will reflect that and force Treyarch to do something that all companies have to do at times, is pivot back towards their roots. And if that doesn't work, they might have to resort to this meme I saw on the COD Zombies Reddit. Break
Oh yeah, you know what? Okay, this the Zombies Chronicles 2 for Vanguard. All right, okay, here's this. It says, break the glass in mercy. The glass being Zombies Chronicles 2 for Vanguard, while the hammer saying low Vanguard sales and pre-orders cancellations due to lack of RBS. I thought that was funny. You know what? I guess I might as well go ahead and throw this in, okay? Back before either whether I don't know whether he was fired or he left himself, Jason Blundell, back during the Black Ops 4 time, all right? Jason Blundell was questioned whether there will be a Zombies Chronicles 2. And he asked the fans whether they want it or not. And he said, well, let's see what we can do. All right. So we know it didn't happen for BO4, okay, because of the budget splits. And well, I'm guessing the reason of it for not being in Cold War is because of the issues going on with Sledgehammer. They had to develop it for them too, so I can only assume that. If it were to really happen, which I really don't think it will, the reason why, which I really don't think it'd work, okay? I don't think it will happen for Vanguard, okay? I really don't think so. Now, if it were to happen, it'll probably be about another game or two before they even release it. But by the time, I mean, it'll already be too late. Like all the zombies. Well, maybe not all of them, but the majority of zombies players of old will already pass on from that and be like, yeah, there's really no purpose for this. And besides, I mean, it'll probably be up till the PS6 before they even do this. So probably so. I don't know. Yeah. So
the glass in case of
but if they were gonna do it, right now it would have been released for Cold War.
I mean, if this issue did not happen, it probably would have happened for Cold War. Maybe even BO4, to be honest with you. So, well, actually, no, it couldn't have been for BO4 because they cut the budget. But yeah.
Finally dropped Zombies Chronicles 2. But guys, that does wrap up the news today. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe to the channel.
Okay, well that wraps up that news thing for okay, let's go back to my podcast slat. Alright, so I'm done with the video, so I guess we can freely discuss about it. So we can freely
yeah.
Alright, so okay, so you already read about the news for Vanguard zombie issue. Alright, what did you honestly think about it in your perspective?
Like, it's annoying how like the game mode is. Like zombies is just, it's bad, but they could probably fix it easily.
I mean, they could if they're willing or able. So, I mean, there's also that ratio too, because you gotta have people that are willing to fix it, and you're gonna have people that are able to fix it. So, well, if Activision is really wanting you to anyway, because they've been cash cows lately, but yeah. I was not pleased about this news. I mean, when I first heard about Vanguard's announcement, I was really not excited either way because it was another World War II game, and I was really getting tired of it. This is like their 5th main World War II game that they've done throughout their Call of Duty series. I mean, I know they made more, but other games, most of their other games have been referencing it anyway. So. But I mean, it threw me off even more, which I'm glad I didn't even get the pre-order anyway, because I already got Calm with BO4. With it being, let me regather my words real quick. Sorry, I had a brain fart real quick. Hold on. Sure, just that sound. Okay. Shoot, I forgot what I was saying. Damn it. Alright, well, okay, well, he said, 3 games. Yeah. Is it 3 games?
Well, there's...
Is it 3? No, because I know they had more than that. I mean, World War II in this game. Yeah, but I'm also referring to before that, like before COT 4, right? Because I know there was 3 main games for that, and,
well, War was the first World War. And then you have World War II.
Yeah.
But before World at War was COD 4. Oh,
this is for the mainstream of COD games that you are talking about. There have been World War II games before then, with COD 4 breaking that trend of World War II games they made. So yeah, I mean, this is like their, at this point, this would be like their at least 6, probably 7 World War II games they've made, at least.
Yeah, that's probably very true.
So 6 or 7 because there was like what was that other one? United Divided after the second one or third one? I don't remember, but anyway. That kind of got me tired of that right there. I was kind of hoping they make something different, like maybe make their own Modern Warfare or something like that, or I was kind of hoping maybe they'll kind of break off its route a little bit. But if they are going to go back in time, why not do either World War One, Civil War, or Revolutionary War? I would take either one of those. So I would say one of those 3 would buy me off right there. But anyway, back to zombies real quick. Shoot, I didn't mean to click back on that. Anyway, wow. I mean, shoot, man. I mean, well, like I said, I did not plan to stream at all. I mean, I just kind of hopped on here, just straight up. But anyway, do I see a future for zombies at this point? I mean, if they keep on this trend, I mean, eventually everybody's gonna get tired of it, and it's gonna crash. And zombies is gonna later crash and burn. So, if they keep on with this trend, so
That's true.
I mean, if it is accurate and about in the next game or 2 or something like that, if they do fix this, I mean, eventually they're gonna get tired. So, I mean, I don't see our classic gameplay returning. I really don't, because that would mean having to devolve from what they got here, and lose all the finances that they've made off from BO3 to this current one. So, though I wouldn't mind if they devolved to BO3, because at least BO3 had a successful system. So, shoot, I mean, I really don't see anything about that would fix it. So, yeah. but like they said, if they made like their own standalone zombies game, which I feel like they ought to already, because they should if they're going to do this, they should at least evolve from a side mode and make it their own main game. I'm sure that would make a good seller and have more content to go along with it.
Yeah, it might depend on how they do it. But I feel like COD Zombies probably just gonna die in the next few games.
Yeah.
No? And COD mostly gonna be for the multiplayer.
Yeah.
I feel like
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, I was just looking at a comment on Galaxy. If I did not respond, my mom call me. I was like, I would, but I don't have your number. So if I guess he's talking about you. I'm guessing. I'm not sure.
He's just saying if he didn't answer, he's calling his mom on the phone.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, but I feel like COD Zombies, they're probably gonna die to the game that Jason Blundell is gonna make.
I mean, well, here's the thing: Jason Blundell is already co-founder of another game development place. So it's highly doubtful he'll ever. And plus, it's already an exclusive for PlayStation, so it's highly doubtful. It's called Deviation Games, but it's highly doubtful he'll ever return to Treyarch. If something happens, then he probably will, but I'm not sure. So, because he's got a bunch of perks with the company. He's got. So,
I don't think he will, but I feel like Deviation might be the reason why the way that COD Zombies are being like this, and Deviation might just kill off COD Zombies.
Yeah,
as a whole.
If they do make a zombies, and I'm not confirming it or anything, but if they are making a zombies like their own, then I'm up on board for it. I'm really up, because he's a good game developer. Blundell is a good game developer. I mean, of course, I make fun of him a lot, but that's really for a meme trend or something like that. But like we all do. But hey, I mean, he's a good developer. So.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he does a damn good job. But yeah, whatever game they're making right now, which who knows, it could be another year or 2 before they announce anything. But because it's still a brand new company. But But whatever they announce, I'll be ready to see that. So.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So all right. How long is this game so far?
I feel what's it called? Vanguard. They could fix it, just change, how the weapon SP works, change the camo, and add stuff that they just have to link into the community at this point.
Yeah.
And if they don't, the game is just gonna die.
Yeah, I was already worried about Vanguard, and this basically and just knowing this news right now just basically confirms my worries. Especially if they're not going to add a main Easter egg until season 1, and season 1 is about several months away. So that hurts the game even more. Yeah, if I were to give my final response about it right now, I'd say, is the game worth a buy? Hell no. Is it going to be worth it eventually? Probably, if they do. Unless if it ended up like Modern Warfare, like they never fixed their survival. Unless if it ends up like that, which I hope they will. I'd say if they don't, I'd say at least wait for a price drop, at least 50% price drop. If they do, wait for that and then pick it up. But as of right now, I mean, it's not worth $100. It's not worth $70. Hell, it's barely worth freaking $60 for old gen in its current state right now. It's not even worth that. I mean, maybe $30, $20, something like that for a half-made game, but I just don't see it worth it. So from my understanding, it hasn't had a full release yet. I mean, at least for PC anyway. Let me see. When does Vanguard come out?
Yeah.
Let me take a look at it. Okay, hold on a second. That's not Vanguard. Vanguard release date. November 5th, so it comes out tomorrow. Do not buy it. Do not buy it right now. Alright. It's not worth your money at this point. I'd say wait about a few months till season 1. If fixes were to be made there, and if the fixes were worth it, then sure, give it a shot. But as of right now, I am not on board for this, and that's all I can really say for recommendations. So that's all I can say for recommendations. So yeah, I mean, I didn't think Vanguard would be. I was thinking it'd be like a meh game, but it's became worse than meh from what I'm seeing. So it's worse than meh.
Well, I feel like the zombies is bad, but the multiplayer is pretty okay. But yeah,
I haven't looked at the multiplayer. I'm sure the multiplayer would be decent. So I'm sure.
Yeah.
Story, I haven't really focused on it because nobody's really caring about the story. I don't even think the people is one to look at the story right now. I bet at launch, I mean, it's gonna be like very few people's gonna play the campaign. I can already bet that.
Yeah.
So, if they do play it, they're most likely not going to pay attention to it. So, I mean, I hardly paid attention to the World War II campaign. So I hardly.
Yeah, true.
So, and even if I tried to, I mean, I really didn't seem to care about it. So, okay. Galaxy said, Jay, I need to tell you something. Sounds more like a private chat or something like that right there. Sounds more like a private.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. That's just what he said. So,
I'm gonna just tell him to do me.
Yeah. I mean, you could do that. Whether if it's through a Discord chat or personal chat, I mean, it don't matter.
Yeah. No, but with the campaign, I feel like they got the time zones messed up, or like the thing that they say in World War II happens in the 1950s. Is what I heard.
Or at least continuation, like alternate timeline in the 1950s. I heard it's in the 50s, so I'm already betting it's in the alternate timeline because World War II really ended in 45. So World War II.
Yes.
So this is so the campaign was most likely an alternate universe or alternate timeline where that didn't happen. Like what if it's the atomic bombing never happened, or what Hitler did never happen, or something like that. Because Hitler would have really taken over the world at that point if he would have really let all that happen. Like, they already had fighter jets. They already had fighter jets which were never used. Why? I don't know. Why he had the suicide? Never know. I mean, no direct answer was made for that. Or for any of that, to be honest with you. So
they also said they had beginning to test nuclear technology in Germany.
Oh yeah, they were working at that. Hell, they even wanted Einstein to be part of it.
Yeah.
And Einstein continuously refused. I mean, yeah. Right. Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I think I'm done ranting about it right now. I mean, Jay, thank you for getting onto the stream. It's nice having you. It's it's nice to have somebody on here on the last minute stream right here. I mean, if I didn't look at that video, I probably would have been asleep right now. But anyway, if you guys have enjoyed this, be sure to show some love. Hit that like button down below, and also if you're all new to my channel or his channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. I'll link Jay's channel down in the description. Well, thanks for coming on here, and well, hope you have a good night. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this, and well, I'll see you dudes next time. Peace out, Matriholics.